the SAPS National Commemoration Day event. Families and the province's SAPS leadership followed the national proceedings remotely and held a wreath-laying ceremony in Pinelands. And Deputy President David Mabuza says it's concerning that police officers continue to die while fighting crime. Mabuza delivered the keynote address at the Police's National Commemoration Day at the Union Buildings in Pretoria this morning, and the day is hosted annually in remembrance of police officers and reservists who lost their lives in the line of duty.
Our police officers are vital agents of change, vital agents of peace, vital agents of security and social stability to ensure that every woman, every girl child can walk freely in the streets without fear of being raped and murdered. Everyone must feel safe every time and everywhere. They ensure that our homes and neighborhoods are safe and secure for all of us. For social progress and prosperity of this nation, our police officers are in the front line to uphold law and order and defend every citizen from harm. They are the vital cog in our criminal justice system. Today, we join our hearts and minds to honor those whose lives were lost while defending the noble ideals of peace, security, and freedom. We pay tribute to them for paying the ultimate price. The South African Police Service is mandated by Section 205 of our Constitution of the Republic of South Africa to prevent, combat, and investigate crime, uphold and enforce the law, maintain public order, and protect and secure the inhabitants of South Africa.
Speaking at the same commemoration, Police Minister Bheki Cele said it was important to celebrate the lives of officers who died in the line of duty. He says 40 police officers have died in the past year.
Yes, there are few of us gathered here to commemorate our fallen heroes, but the lesser numbers don't diminish the gravity of our collective pain and loss. We are paying homage to officers in blue who gave up their lives for the service of this country. These officers' last day on earth stand like any other day. They got up, got ready for work, and kissed their families goodbye. But their work, and that all the officers of South African Police Service, is like no other. For the moment they put on their uniform, they answered a call to serve and protect. Even if it meant putting their lives in harm's way. Sadly, the 40 officers didn't make it back home. And for that, they are deserving of our respect and honor. The South African Police Service is highly honored with the decision to elevate coordination of the National Commemoration Day to the level of the Presidency. We are honored by the presence of the Honorable Deputy President, His Excellency Mr. David Mabuza. Sir, we are humbled by your continued support through your presence, which lends dignity and solemnity this occasion. This is indeed befitting to the fallen heroes. Equally, let me extend a warm welcome to the families of our fallen heroes and heroines, to the partners, the parents, children, siblings, relatives, friends, and colleagues of the departed officers. This year commemoration takes place amid global pandemic that has affected the South African Police Service in more ways than one. COVID-19 has robbed us of capable men and women, many who succumbed to the virus while on the front line. The virus has robbed us as police service of our tradition to beat men and women of the law with the befitting official SAPS send-off. This COVID-19 shows us it has no sense of occasion. The virus robs us of an opportunity to come together in our collective loss and comfort each other as South African Police Service families on our fallen heroes. Keeping in line with Disaster Management Act, we have a limited number of people present here today. Allow me to acknowledge 3 departed officers based in Gauteng, such as SAPS Warrant Officer Globa Kurin and Constable Langa. Their families join us here in Pretoria, and the families of the remaining 37 fallen officers are following proceedings at various venues in other provinces. The provincial commemorations are taking place in the home provinces of officers we are commemorating. Provincial events are hosted by provincial commissioners together with their MECs on the community safety. My message to all the loved ones, Sizwe sonke, sikhala nani.
National Police Commissioner Khehla Sithole condemned the number of police killings, saying that law enforcement should be able to work without fear or intimidation.
Too many of our members have lost their lives at the hands of criminals, both on and off duty. And the sketch, unfortunately, continues. It paints a distorted picture of our country when law enforcement officers who have been mandated with the responsibility of maintaining law and order in the country die at the hands of the rogue elements. Our SAPS members and reservists should be able to perform their duties free of fear, so that they are in turn be able to ensure a safe and secure environment for the inhabitants of South Africa. The management of SAPS has identified several strategies, including the National Police Safety, which has also been pronounced by the Deputy President, to ensure that its members are safe. This strategy is in line with the turnaround vision of the police, as well as the National Development Plan Vision 2030, which seeks to address activities relating to attacks, murders, and natural deaths of police officials. The rationale behind this strategy is a clear demonstration of the fact that, and of our awareness that all members in blue leave their loved ones in the morning responding to a call for duty, but some of them never returns.
Now, to further this discussion, we joined via Skype. It's Popcru spokesperson Richard Mamabolo. Good afternoon, Richard.
Good afternoon to you and the viewers.
Well, when you talk about occupational safety and hazard, you can never, exclude the police service. How do we begin to address this issue?
Yes, look, I think this has been one of the outstanding matters which I think, both unions and all stakeholders have been engaged on for a very long time. Now, there seems not to be a clear solution around how to deal with the matters. But again, I think when the minister speaks about a sense of occasion when it comes to the deaths that have been happening throughout the country, despite those of COVID-19, I think we could equally be said that the SAPS as well has not had a sense of occasion in ensuring that there are measures which are there to deal with some of these challenges. Because I think when you look at the statistics over the years, you would realize that a majority of police who are killed are mainly young police officers, and of course, through their deaths, some of their families get into desperate conditions, whereas they cannot take their kids to school. So we think that despite hosting commemorations, most members feel that this has been a ceremonial event, and they feel that the SAPS should do more to appreciate them when they are still alive than when they are dead.
So when one is a police officer, waking up one day to go to work, maybe your last day, how do you instill a sense of security in the mind of a police officer as well as the environment in as far as resources are concerned? Are the police giving enough resources so that they can be protected?
That has been an issue, really. There's uneven allocation of resources across the country. You know, we've got police stations within affluent areas are mostly well-resourced, and those within rural areas are not resourced, you see. So that as well has obviously contributed to the kind of relationship we have between police and communities, where in police, communities take it for granted that police do not have resources, and therefore when police do not reply to incidents or calls, it is taken that police are not serious about their work. So there has not been any sense of occasion when it comes to the SAPS in ensuring that we ensure that all police stations are properly facilitated, properly, they've got sufficient resources. I mean, just last year we've heard of many cases where there's ammunition shortages within our station, and you expect police to continue doing their work. You know, part of the other challenges as we look into what happened. We've had so far lost 113, and there are currently 15,000 infections. Now, when you speak to you would know that it has been the accomplices to this, because they have not implemented the regulations in a proper manner so that lives are safe. So police do not find any value or joy in the commemoration, because at the same time Richard,
okay, Richard, it looks like our sound is very, very bad there. You're being cut intermittently there. I'd like you to stay where you are. We will come to you as soon as we have fixed this connection. I believe that technicians and Nkululek as well will work on this connection. But so far, let's take a break and we will talk about this issue just now. Stay with us.